I am in utter disbelief at what I saw tonight. I'm in disbelief at what I saw tonight in Old Trafford. They call it the theatre of dreams. It's the theatre of nightmares for Chelsea because no matter how mid, no matter how down bad or dark it is for Man United, we make these guys look like champions. We galvanize them. We give them hope. Yeah? It's one of the things I can never give you an answer for. I can't. For me, it's psychological at this point. And I can only feel this way at just this feeling of disbelief. And it's not just about how the game unfolded or the moments that change this game forever. It's also a disbelief at the lack of a reaction because, in my opinion, this was the worst tactical performance from Enzo Maresca. The overreaction to going a man down that early, wow, that was insecure, Enzo. That was insecure stuff. Is it the first time we've been in this situation? Nico put us there a few months ago. Look how we reacted to teams like Newcastle. At least there was more pride behind the performance. My lord, you showed Man United your hand right from the start. You was always going to give these guys hope. You're going to give Amorim more of a tactical edge against you because if they had a lead to protect, that was going to boost their chances of securing this game. Maresca, I don't know what the hell you were thinking, but you paid the price for your overreaction and gambles worked against you. And this stopped us ultimately having a really fair shot and opportunity at turning this game around. Enzo, what the hell were you doing today, mate? What the hell were you doing? But to even explain the madness of this game, I mean, it's the first 5 minutes, innit? Even before the game, man, you know? I saw the downpour. I put a joke out on Twitter saying, we didn't construct this team to deal with elements like that. And all I'm going to say is, as the game went on and the rain cleared up, we started to get our foot on the ball again, but I'm going to get off track there. I saw the team lineup. I'm like, okay, maybe Garnacho would have started. You know, let's see what this guy can do from a storyline type of just pure emotion perspective. He would have been ready and firing in this game. They didn't even touch the pitch, bro. They didn't even come on. But I was thinking there's enough, yeah? Oh, Fofana back in the team, fair enough. You know, you probably want to have a bit of recovery pace against this fast Man United attack. Always when the game starts, I'm seeing interesting things. Oh, whoa. Wait, Estevao's on the left. Cole Palmer's on the left. Okay, fair enough. But it's only been like 1 or 2 minutes. Oh, crap. United, they're throwing the kitchen sink at us. In the second minute, they've had a great opportunity to score twice. Sergio just missing. Early delivery from Dorgu, followed by another quick concession shot fired at Robert Sanchez. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Surely we're just reacting a bit slow. We'll get back into 5th minute. The game changes forever. The game was done from that point. 5 minutes into the game. 5 minutes into the game. From the most inconsequential play you'll ever see. Just one long punt from the Man United keeper. And Sergio winning a flick on. Chalobah jumping too late, not getting tight enough on Sergio. Let's even put the brother off balance. And then you're seeing Moy allowing Bremo in behind. You're seeing Fofana not on his toes, flat-footed. And then you're seeing Robert Sanchez who, you know what I mean? He don't know what's going on. You know, he was already taking a step back before Sergio won that flick on, and now he's making a late reaction to try and stop Bremo. And it was the wrong decision, which is a shame because the guy has been good these last few months. I don't care. I will say it. He has been good. But that big moment there would have been best for you to just stay on the spot. And you know what? Against this United team, if you got a goal down that early, I don't think it's that deep. But he didn't do that. We paid the price, and the referee, of course, red card straight, which means this guy is going to be out now for the next few games with a ban. And that was it, just like that. Absolutely rattled. But I think what even dumbfounded me, baffled me, bamboozled me was the reaction. A part of me was thinking this guy's going to take off Estevao. I was like, oh, please don't. Because I feel like this kid against this United team, something could have happened. But a part of me had to accept, you know what, maybe it's a responsible thing. But then what baffled me straight was the Neto going off and Tosin coming on. And I was just like, raw. That is a bold decision you're making. Do you know what you're doing right now, yeah? Do you know what you're doing right now? You're going to make us 5-3-2 with Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro. You know what you're doing. And I don't think he did. Because no matter the fact that Tosin was on that could deal with like, what, 1 or 2 Sechko long balls, was that really enough? I don't know. The reaction, the team was baffled. The team was confused, had nothing. Stupid goal we concede in the 14th minute to Bruno Fernandes. And yet again, Benjamin Sesko just having that physical edge over Chalobah. He's 6'5", he's a giant, he's a beast. You're probably expecting him to, right? And Chalobah's like, what, like a micro fraction of Chalobah playing him on sides? Oh, flipping VAR. And that's it, Bruno. I think he scored his 100th goal against us. And then after that, you're just like, yeah, this is going to be a very long night at Old Trafford. And of course, it got worse because not too long after that, Cole Palmer gets subbed off. He gets subbed off for Andre Santos. And a part of us was thinking, is this guy going full Cantanasio when you were a goal down at Old Trafford? But then we found out the bad news that Palmer's groin might have pulled out. And reports behind the scenes, you can call it rumors, you can call it unconfirmed reports, are suggesting that Palmer has been playing through the pain, as he does have a groin strain and injury he's been carrying for quite a while now, and he has been using injections to play through the pain. You see this guy off the field, you know it's all done, bro. You know it's all done. And not long after that, United make it 2-0. And I have to, you know who really pissed me off for that second goal? Jorgensen. My Lord, that was... He looked like a guy that's never played in goal before. Yeah, they've pumped a long ball inside the box. You can use your goddamn hands, you idiot. You can use your hands. And instead, you're, got no confidence. I don't know what's going on. Old Trafford. I wasn't supposed to play in this game, right? Bro, weak. And a moment that should have been controlled. Casemiro, of course, he comes in from nowhere and just heads that into the goal. And I was just thinking, when you're conceding the goals we're conceding recently, 3 mistakes against Bayern Munich. Easy, cheap, ridiculous, disgraceful goals in my opinion. We've done the same thing twice against United at Old Trafford today. Same thing. It's insane. I'm livid, bro. I'm actually livid. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. And after that moment, what is there to really say? I guess I can talk about Maresca's ideas to get us back in the game. At least we keep it at 2-0. And the thing that helps us, that gives us that sliver of hope, Casemiro, the most experienced guy in the field, stupidly getting a second yellow card for no reason. You thought to yourself, if there was ever a team in this entire country who could have this big of an advantage, yeah? 1-man advantage, 2 goals up, no pace, no attack from the opposition, it would be Man United that would mess this up and flop it. And Casemiro, he gave us that hope and that fire. And you're thinking to yourself, you know what, it's 2-0, it's 10 men, 10v10. This is a completely different game right now. And you back us to maybe get back and make something happen and force the agenda. A lot of us was thinking, okay, are we going to see that double substitution? We used 3 man in the space of 80 minutes. It's a Premier League history record that will never be done again. All of us assume Gittins, Garnacho on the field. Joao Pedro is going to get some real support. The guy's been suffering the entire game, and I'll give Joao Pedro credit because he ran his socks off for the team. He showed his class. He kept the ball. He tried to keep that fire in our attacks, and he did what he had to do today. Credit to Joao Pedro. I love this guy, man. Real top baller right here. Real top baller. But what did Maresca do to try and get us back in this game, bro? I see Tyreek George, and I see Malo Gusto, and I thought to myself, my lords. You have to laugh at this point, right? You have to laugh. Garnacho on his return to Old Trafford. No. Gittins. No. Not even Hato. Natural left foot over Gusto. Honestly, I need a real explanation after this game from Enzo Maresca for the stupidity of these decisions. Whatever possibilities we could have had, you try to just nullify them. For what? I don't know. These Takatico managers have to overthink everything and be too smart. This is a dumb game, bro. We've seen a dumb game unfold, yeah? You can't book smart your way out of this. Feel the game. Be a human being. Know what the game needs so we can have more life in our flipping attack, bro. Yeah? Pace out. What? You know what the difference it would have made if we had two gunmen out wides who can get past the man, carry us up the field? And we denied ourselves that luxury to keep on Tyree George, who, I'm sorry, I just don't see the utility behind him. And I've said before, he's basically just Nkunku's regen at this point, where he's out of position, doesn't offer much. And unless he's, in my opinion, playing behind the striker, playing between the lines, there's just no utility. And another guy I thought was an absolute waste of time on this field was Enzo Fernandes. If he's not the guy receiving from the defense, trying to make us from deep, which he hasn't done now in like a year and a half, there's no need for this guy in the field. He ain't going to get past this man. He ain't going to take someone on. He's not going to shoot from distance. He can't do that. He don't have the mobility. He don't have that range for his game to do that nonsense. But he ended the field with Tyree George when it should have been Garnacho and it should have been Gittins to try and get something back in this game. And it hurts because we had that moment of life when Chalobah, I'll give this guy credit, nightmare start. But as the game went on, he was making key tackles, he was serious, and he gets the goal to give this team hope, give this team life. Great header, world-class cross from Reece James as well, who also was good. Listen, a few guys impressed me. Chalobah got better second half. Reece James gave us threat. I thought Andre Santos. I think Maresca, yeah. Don't be a ussy. You can't be using you can't force Fernandes every week. I'm sorry. Santos has shown that he was making things happen between the lines. First time passes, his work rate. Give this guy some game time, yeah? Give him some game time. There's a few little men, and of course, Joao Pedro, for me, was the only positive, like the main real positive for Chelsea today. But yeah, whatever possibilities we had in that second half was denied by Enzo Maresca for some reason. And I do not know why. I have no idea why your first instinct isn't a double sub of Gittins and Garnacho. You're like, we're throwing the kitchen sink, we're coming back for you, Man United. Put them under pressure, make them feel the nerves. Yeah, once the Old Trafford fans start groaning and moaning, that's going to transmit into the players. We couldn't even do that. Instead, sideways passing to death. You're moving up the field 1 millimeter at a time. Yeah, playing in front of defenses. And the only, again, just like last season, the only weapon you got is spamming crosses. And that's all we got. Honestly, I expected more against Bayern. I expected, goddamn, even more against this United team today. And I left with egg in my face. Honestly, it's been an embarrassing week for sure. And I'm sorry, the fan base, we're getting sick and tired of this nonsense now, yeah? All the money that's being spent, all the stupid transfers, all the this, all the that, and it's like we're barely showing signs of improvement. It's at a snail rate pace. By the time we actually show it, what's going to be the point when Palmer's 31 years old and Caicedo is 29 and all this nonsense? Oh, the plan finally worked. You see it? Don't even get me started, bro. Don't get me started right now. But yeah, what an embarrassing day, embarrassing night. Little bit of pride in terms of how we ended things, but only because of the work rate. And you could see the guys care near the end. I have to be honest with that. But come on, man. Enzo Maresca, I don't know what you were smoking today, man. I don't know what you were doing today. Probably thinking about his dad's doing midnight shifts on the sea. I don't know how I've even bringing that up. But yeah, I don't know. His focus point there, I don't know what he did. And yeah, you stopped the game having any life to do anything. So that's only my thoughts. I say it how it is. I'm not just this positive guy for the sake of it, like it's a gimmick. No. If it's good, I'll say it. If it's bad, I'll say it even louder. So leave your thoughts on this atrocious game, and I'll see you guys. Cool.